have a good time. Put a smile on your face, yeah. KB Cam and Elation Radio. Even brighten your day and help you through the night. Bringing you good music. KB Cam and Elation Radio. And here's your host, KB Cam.
My good people, lend me your ear. Charles McCutchen here. I'm your favorite entrepreneur, and I want to welcome you to Charles' Corner. Hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. Just taking care of family, being around family. You can't beat that. You know, that's the deal. That's the deal for everybody out there. We need more time. We only have them 24, and we just have to use them effectively. That's what we do. So for those who have not been on one of my shows, what this boils down to is I just get this big mixing bowl and put everything in there, from real estate to nonprofits to government contracting to everything I can think of that's basically revolving around building wealth is what I put in there. So I usually go off of things that I'm working on, so it's so much easier for me because I am in the mix of a lot of stuff. I just keep it general. A lot of stuff going on in my world, a lot of partnerships going on in my world. I'm working right now to talk to the mayor, to talk to the governor. I'm going all the way in to get this thing completed so we can, so I can move on to bigger and better things, really, even though this is something that's going to affect the country, some of the things that I'm working on. So as we move along, we're into May time frame, y'all. You know, months are just clicking by so fast. It's like, where's February? What happened? That's how I'm looking at all this stuff that's going on. I mean, time is ticking. It's already the 10th. The end of the week could be the middle of the month, y'all. So it's like, I look at, like, what are you doing? Are you accomplishing your goals? I'm looking at my must-do list. I'm looking at my board right now for everything I have written down there and how I'll be checking stuff off and going, you know, adding more stuff and checking stuff off and hitting these accolades and all these different things that I need to hit to move forward. And it seems like the more I take off my list, the more I keep putting on. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy. It's just amazing how things play out. But no matter what you do, you're still going to have to put the work in. Nothing is coming easy to any of us. You know, you're going to have people that try to hold you back. You're going to have yourself. Your self-talk is going to try to hold you back. And things that happen in the universe. It's just one of those things. I call it, you know, Murphy's Law. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You know, and some people are I listen to people and they say, well, you know, keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody. And, you know, and my thing is this. If it's for you, it's for you. Nothing can stop something that's for you. I don't care who you tell. I don't care what you do. If it's for you, then you can tell the world. And for me, I tell the world, you know, not everything, but I do tell the world because I hold myself accountable as well. That's one of my accountability things that I can check off to say, I'm going to tell the world that, and then I'm going to go get it. So that's what I do. If I tell you something, best believe I'm going to go get it. You don't even have to worry about that. And I know some people may come back and they be like, hey, are you still doing such and such? You better believe I'm doing it. You better don't count me out. Don't count me out. I'd rather you count on me. Don't count me out, though. So a lot of people are intimidated by others who really serving them no purpose. I don't know why people are like that. It's like we just kind of look to them people to get to literally pass judgment on us and what we do. So we're afraid to say anything, or we're afraid to tell people we're doing X, Y, Z, because those same people who passing judgment on you probably wouldn't lend you any money to help you out of a bind anyway. You know, I like to keep it real on here. I don't sugarcoat this stuff. I'm just telling you how I see what I go through, and I know other people go through it as well. I'm not the only one. That's almost like you go buy a new car, and then somebody be like, I see you with your little car. It always have to be your little car, your little job, your little outfit. It's always like that. Those people are really, for lack of anything else to say, they have to say something to comment on it. And I've even heard people say, oh, you didn't get the newer model because we got the newer model. Yeah, you should have got the newer one. It's like, can't you just congratulate people and be generally happy for them? And those are the people you kind of just, you can love people at a distance, and some of them be your own family. It is what it is. You can love them at a distance and keep moving. And the thing is, you have to be the show me type, from Missouri to show me state. You got to show some people some things sometimes. And even when you show them, it still won't be enough. And they still going to be, let's say you went out and got the new car. I bet they can't afford it. People talk behind your back. It happens. That's a part of what we go through. I look at it this way. If people are not talking about you, then you're probably not doing anything, because you got to pick up some haters along the journey just to let you know that you still getting it in. You pick up a few haters just to let them know, hey, I'm still getting it in. And that's the best thing that can happen to you is people start talking about you. Don't take it as bad. Just take it as, yeah, I guess I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So you got to keep it moving, people. Always have that plan laid out. This is May, then June. We are going to be at the middle of the year. The middle of the year is like coming up so fast, and it's like, oh my goodness, 6 months in, we halfway there. But to where though? Like, where are you halfway to? Anybody can like set goals so low that they hit them every time. I dare you to set a goal so high that you have to laugh at it. Like you just thinking to yourself, like, how is this even possible? And that's how I be thinking about some of the stuff that I'm thinking of, like, how am I going to even do this? I don't even know. But the goal is keep surrounding yourself with great people, and then through some person, through another person, through another person, and I call it 6 degrees of separation. We're surrounded by people already that can get us there. We may not have opened our mouths yet, or we may not have come with the right tools to get to that person to help us out, because I believe we're all just pieces of a puzzle. In this big world right now, we're pieces of a puzzle, and somebody has a piece of your puzzle if you open your mouth. If you don't open your mouth, you probably won't see it. That's just how it is. I got people calling me right now, and I'm on this radio show, but I won't stop going. So as we move through this journey, do an assessment of where you are and what you're doing right now, because it's only going to help you out. Because right now, the place that we're in, this is halfway through the year. You might as well call it halfway. We're at the halfway marker. Are you hitting your goals, or do you really have to go do a reevaluation on yourself, or allow somebody else to hold you accountable if you're not doing it yourself? So you may have to do it yourself if you're not going to hold yourself accountable. That's the problem with a lot of stuff that we do right now. We're in a point right now to where we're kind of just getting by, and all this stuff is happening around us. People catch stuff late, and then you kind of wake up like, man, I didn't know that was going on. That happens a lot right now. A lot of people just catch things late because it's just where we are. More people are so focused on entertainment, and it's going to be harder for you to move to the next phase. And I'm not saying stop your entertainment. I'm saying put time into you and your craft as well as watching your entertainment. So if you are a Netflix person, if you would go out on the weekend and have a drink with a friend type of person, if you're a concert type person, if you're a person that just like to walk and look at the trees, you still have to find time for you and your craft. And when I say for you, it's like, what's going to get you to the next level? What do you think is? And have you gotten to the next level, but you can actually have people to help you in that endeavor? That's the thing. You don't have to do – a lot of people are trying to do all this stuff by themselves. I would go crazy if I had to do all this stuff by myself, because I know it's so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than me, so we got to put forth the effort and make the moves to get it done. We have to make the moves to get it done. So for you, I put out steps to say, find somebody that's been there, done that. For 2, add value. Don't just take, because that's not going to be cool. For 3, have it written down what you think you want, and, have something before you just say, here, help me out, and just throw something on the table or against the wall to see if it sticks. And then 4, be willing to put forth the effort. 5, on the other end, I have mentors that I pay right now. It is what it is. And some people don't want to pay for the knowledge. Some people would rather wait 3 years than pay for the knowledge and get it in less than 6 months, get the same information less than 6 months. But that's on them. And so I'm going to just be transparent. What's going to happen in my world as we go bigger and bigger and bigger and put out information about what we're doing out over 500 from radio stations to TV and all that kind of stuff, everybody and their mother and brother, just like they're doing right now, they're going to be hitting me up. Hey, Charles, I want to pick your brain. Now imagine me giving an hour to everybody and they pick my brain. 20 people, that's 20 hours gone, picking my brain. So what I'm going to have to do, because I don't want a lot of people trying to take up my time because I have other things on the plate, I'm going to have to charge people. And it is what it is. I'm going to have to charge people because I want the serious people, because there's a lot of people I've given information over the past, and they've done absolutely nothing with it but waste my time. And time is all we have. I chose to give them my time, and they chose to not take it and move with it. And I was like, man, you can't just take my time and do me like this. But, I gave it to them willingly, but it was a learning experience as well. So you have to cut people off, in a sense, to say, well, I can't keep doing, giving you an hour and giving somebody else 45. Like what used to happen to me is I used to find out I was 10 hours on the phone, just on the phone, trying to help people. And you can't save them all. So that's why I had to go to another method, because I can't do it. Can't do it. You can't do it either. I mean, we could help as many people as possible, but it's almost like you in the plane, and the plane is going down, and you're trying to help everybody, and then you die because you didn't put your mask on first. You have to help you first. Then you can go out and help other people. That's the only way we're going to win. That's the only way we're going to win. We got to put the work in, family. Nobody's getting out of this thing alive, for one, but for two, it's definitely not going to be easy. You have to be willing to grind every day because you have to. You have to be willing to grind every day. Nobody's giving you anything. Not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. You have to be willing. So as I put out just like literally basics, there's almost nothing new under the sun, really. And I say that to say, I'm sure somebody's out there done something you're looking at. It's not like you just created, you're about to solve world hunger. Even if that was the case, there's people who have programs out there serving people food. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to put it to a point to where you don't have to be the only person putting this work in. You don't have to be a one-of-one type to be like, well, I got to do it all on my own. But you're going to have to do a lot on your own. Don't get it twisted. You're going to have to do a lot on your own, but you still can get help as well. And as some of my mentors found me, and I still have some of them today, to where they helped me to see certain things that I didn't see before. They guide me and put me in a direction, and they're not giving me a lot of direction now. It's like, oh my goodness. But, you take what they give, and then you run with it. I'm not a needy person. I'm a person that's going to just put the work in and get it done and come back and report, hey, I did this, I did that, I did this. And then my goal is to help them as, individuals to move forward as well, because everybody needs some help with something. But I provide something to them that they can use. I don't just hey, give me this, give me that. I don't do that. I don't do that. I actually, ask for help, and I get it, from different folks. So along this journey, you're gonna have to find something and really stick to it and understand it and learn it. I see a lot of people. I had one guy, he was looking at what I do, and I said, don't look at what I do. You will get confused. If it confuses me, you're going to be confused too. No, but you need to make sure that you pick something that you could do for yourself to where you love doing it. This lady just asked me that today, and she was going like, I want to do this, 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 this. I said, well, you're going to have to find something that you like doing. You can't do 50 million things. What I did is I did one thing, and I got good at that one thing. But I've been doing this for years, though. This is nothing new to me. So when some people see what I do, they'll be like, well, make sure you're doing this. I'm like, well, I promise you I didn't just start this yesterday. This is years upon years upon years upon years in the making. So a lot of people see it today, and they'll think that it's new. But to me, it's like secondhand. Like, okay, I've been doing this for years. It's nothing new to me. It's new to you and the rest of you guys. So a lot of people try to emulate you or try to do what you do, but they're not versed in, like, on your page 31 and they're on their page 3, and they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And this, it's not going to end well for you trying to keep up with the Joneses. Nobody can keep up with them folks. Nobody can keep up with them folks. So you have to find what's good for you. You have to find out what's good for you. So as we move along into this, I'll say let's do just 3 months. Like the next 3 months, you have to detail out what you're going to do, what you're going to accomplish. Make sure it's a valid list. Make sure you're being held accountable. Because the list could be nonsense, like truly nonsense. And I hate to, put it to you, you can't make your own list and think that it's going to be valid, because if you could be where you wanted to be, you'd already be there. Like, for real. Like, you would truly already be there. So that's why I say to everybody, make sure somebody else is looking at what you're doing. And I don't think we understand, like, how much we have inside of us, because most people get to the point to where it starts getting hard and then they quit. That's what most people do. They get to that point where it starts getting hard and then they quit, and then they wonder what the heck happened, and then they start over. And then they start over, and then they start over. It's like a broken record. And I see people out there. One guy was like, yeah, man, I'm going to get back into real estate. I was like, why did you leave, man? You keep leaving, and now it's almost like you're starting over again. And now I look at, where I used to be and, like, where I am now, and I'm looking like, wow. Had I stopped back in 2008 when I came back from overseas and the market was trash. I stopped. I was like, no, I'm going to stop right here. And I was just looking at everything. And then I picked it back up in 2010 because the market started easing up, and I found out a better way to be able to do real estate. So I got back in. And y'all got to do the same thing. I say if you stop paddling for a little bit, hopefully you got enough that you can coast. But if you stop paddling, and you stop and get off the bike, I'm telling you, it's going to be so much harder for you, y'all. A lot of people just keep giving up, and they keep doing other things. And even in, like, losing weight, let me use that as an analogy. You get people, they look at themselves, and they be like, man, I didn't know I was this big. But they continue to do the same thing that got them to that place. And it starts in the mind. No matter what we're doing, from business to losing weight to eating healthier to what have you, it starts all in the mind. You got to tell yourself, this is what I got to do. This is what I must do, not like I think I'm going to do this. And a lot of people do that. And I look at it this way. Imagine you about to go, you hosting a party, right? And you start asking your best friends, hey, best friend, I'm about to throw this party. It's my birthday party. Are you coming through? And then they say, well, let me think. I'm gonna try to make it. Y'all know that try stuff, right? I'm gonna try to make it. Now, this is the thing I have give you a better understanding of what I mean by try. Now, I tell people this: since you're going to try to make it, this is what I equate it to. I want you to run full speed towards that wall, and don't slow down. Just try. I want you to try to slow down, but keep going full speed. So it's a mindset thing. And if you put in your mind that it's not going to work, I guarantee you it's not going to work for you. That's just where we are as people. So I'm looking at this. I'm just taking y'all right now to what is it, 2021, and we're going to go to 2022. We're might as well say the middle of the year right now, and you have another 6-7 months that you can just rock this thing out. Go get it if you want it. That's if you want it. A lot of people don't want it as bad as they say they do, and it's cool. But, it's like, when are you going to dig in? We all got excuses. Excuses are monuments to nothing that build bridges to nowhere, and those fools who use those tools of incompetence are masters of nothing. That's where we are. Because we give up too easy, because we want it easy. We want everything laid out. If people could quit, working, they would. If they can quit that, they would. And, the results come after you put the work in. And it may take a few years before you see the results. But, are you going to keep going or are you going to quit? Those are the options, baby. That's it. You're going to keep going. People come to me with all them sob stories. Are you going to keep going or are you going to quit? That's all I got for you. So, take today. Don't do it tomorrow. Take today and script it out to make it work for you, whatever that's going to be, so you can move forward on your journey. This is what I want to do. I just want to say, Ms. Kimmy Robinson, thank you for giving me the platform. To the Elation family, we still have a lot of work to do, being that we had a little pause for a second due to the world events. And I'm going to pray us out, but anybody can find me on social media, Charles McCutchen. Google me. It's going to get worse. I'm going to be a problem out here. So, dear Lord, I want to thank you for the time that you've given me and given us in a world where we have a lot of worry, not a lot of peace. And please forgive us for forgetting that we understand and we know that your love never changes, it never fades, and that you'll never abandon us. Please give us the strength and the mental fortitude that we need to move forward, to know that everything will happen on your time and everything will be okay. Continue to bless us and keep our families safe during these trying times. Keep us healthy. May we not always see the clear picture, but we know that you didn't bring us this far to only bring us this far. In your name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. And I'm Charles McCutchen, and I'm your favorite entrepreneur.
Lord, I just want to say thank you for sending your son down to die for my sins. Even though I messed up and I got it wrong, you love me unconditionally. So here I am, all I have is you, a sinner saved by grace, but is that really true? Cause I still feel in love with what I used to do, and I don't feel a change, but my heart yearns for you. I don't feel complete, even when it's going right. When I'm missing you, Lord, please come into my life. Loving you the real test, not to love you to get blessed. And yes, I know that you the best. So here I am to worship, sacrifice my life so you can work it. How you see fit for your glory is worth it. Everything else can take a backseat. Running to your throne for your mercy like a track meet. Why you have to ask me? I don't understand. Without you, Lord, how can I be a real man? I ain't gon' try. I give you all of me, Lord, and ride till I die. Put my knees to the floor.
Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Here I am to worship. Here
here I am, all I have is me. Still to this day, it feel make-believe. Why would you save me? I stoned you to death. I made you bleed on your cross to your last breath. Lord, was I really worth it? Cause apart from you, my life is all worthless. Ain't no point in working, cause it's all in vain. Without a real purpose, I really need to change. I don't know how, it's amazing that you even called me. Lord, I'm in RC, my struggles still haunt me. Random women every night, just to feel wanted. To feel like a man, cause my daddy didn't want me. And a past pain, addicted to Mary Jane. Father on cocaine, money down the drain. Baby mama drama, got me going insane. I know I've been redeemed, but I don't feel the change.
Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
I'm paying homage to you, Father, that's my only option. After you ripped the veil and gave me the gospel, so I could see the truth, so I can walk with you. And that's the greatest thing that anyone can ever do. You really saved my life when I was worst at it, an addict on many levels for pleasure, pain, and passion. I could never grasp it, cause it's never lasting. But Lord, you everlasting. I burn my flesh to ashes so I can walk with you. Your love is unconditional. So even though I struggle with my past, you still see me through. Sometimes I get it wrong, I fail plenty times, but I get back up and I ride. Your son lived and died for my eternal life, so now I'm still tight. God inside, you give me light. Now I'm saying I will fight. All my pain, hurt, and my struggles in my past life. Lord, you wipe away my tears every night.
Here I am